what's up everybody? It's J-Rock right here. Today I'm gonna be hitting you with a fragrance haul. Picked up a few fragrances. I actually got 2 orders in, along with a few singles. So I'm gonna separate it into 2 videos. This one's gonna be some stuff I got from fragrancenet.com and one a separate fragrance that I got from Forever Lux. So it's gonna be some that were from one package from FragranceNet, and I'm gonna throw that Forever Lux fragrance in there as well because they came in together. So I'm gonna make that video. Then I have some more stuff that came in, and I'll do a separate video for that. Upload it in maybe in the next few days. Okay, so now let's get started on what I got. Okay, so the first fragrance I got here is Cool Water Intense. The perfumer behind this is Enique Minardo. Now, Enique Minardo is a name that catches my interest. You know, when I hear that name, it makes me consider the fragrance, and it makes me at least want to get my nose on it and smell it, whether it be at the store or buy a decant or whatever, right? I have quite a few fragrances from her. I believe it's a woman, so I got quite a few fragrances from her, and I never quite know what to expect. They're all completely different from each other. So I kind of like that it's not anything repetitive. Okay, here's the bottle. It's a 2.5 ouncer, being 75 mils. Decent size, shouldn't need more than that. It is intense, so I'm expecting it to project loud and last a long time. Right away from this, you get a coconut. Very sweet, very sweet. I sprayed it on my hand, maybe 2 minutes ago right now off camera. I get a strong coconut vibe, and you get a sweet amber. I checked up the notes. It says it has orange, coconut, and amber. That's the only 3 notes that are in there. I get the coconut and the amber for sure. It is pretty strong. Doesn't smell anything like the original Cool Water. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't need it to smell the same. I would want something different. I like the top on these. It's very snugly fitting. You can hold it from the top. I wouldn't do it just because I don't like doing that, but you can do it, and look, it doesn't fall. It is pretty strong right now. It's very sweet, coconutty, gives you a bit of that tropical vibe. I like it. It's okay for 25 bucks. I do like that it has some kick to it. It's pretty strong. This reminds me a little bit of 212 by Carolina Herrera. 212 VIP for men, I believe. I have to check. I have the bottle right there. It's like a coconutty note, but it's a more watery, more see-through, translucent coconut. Here it's a little more pungent, and on that one it has a tequila note. This obviously does not have that. If I had to decide between the two, maybe I'll do a comparison later, and really after I give this a few wearings. But right now, at initial spray, I kind of like that Carolina Herrera one more than this one. The other one's more up my alley. This one it's a bit strong. The coconut note itself is a bit strong, and when it's too strong, it can become kind of syrupy or overly sweet, which I'm not a big fan of. So we'll see how it does once I give it a few wearings. But right now, it's okay. I'm not hating it. It's definitely has that amber, which gives it more sweetness. So I'm worried about where it's gonna go during the wear, an hour from now. All right, the second one is Guess Seductive Pour Homme Blue. They have a blue one and like a purplish one. Here we go. I'll open this to the bottom. Wow, this doesn't look like a 50 mil. This looks real small. It looks almost like a 30 mil. But it says it's a 50 mil. I like the bottom on this. Is very solid. It's rigid. Like the way it looks. The bottle itself, it's a little simplistic. You saw a tester bottle with no top. Let's see. Wow, this I like. It smells right away off that opening blast. Way better than that Cool Water to me personally. This 50 mil was, I think, $9 on FragranceNet. But if you get a tester of the 100 mil, it's 11. Which, assuming they have a tester, which is totally worth it for 11 in my opinion. Even if it's not that great, $11 for 100 mil of a Guess fragrance. But this is actually really good. Wow, I'm surprised how much I like this opening. Curious to know how much it lasts though. I definitely want to know the longevity. The projection right now is decent. It's not great, but I can smell it even if I go like this, like from a distance. This is how I really should try the fragrances out is when you spray them, just let it linger in the air because that's what people are gonna smell. They're not gonna be smelling it that close up. That way you get a better idea of how it's gonna be performing. But I just do this way so I can really try to see what I'm getting. It's kind of sweet. It's called Seductive Pour Home. Not sure if I necessarily get a seductive vibe from it, but it's called Seductive Pour Home Blue. So you could say it's a sexy fragrance, or you could say it's a blue mass appealing fragrance. You could probably put it under both of those categories. Yeah, I'm getting that cashmerean type of scent that you get in fragrances. That note always reminds me of like when you just finished washing a cashmere sweater, or maybe those trees. I don't know if you guys ever seen those trees. They're white trees. You could kind of like punch them. I used to do that as a kid to them, and they're soft. They're not hard, and you could even peel away the spongy outside. You could peel at it. It kind of reminds me of those trees for some reason. I definitely get that cashmerean note in here. I'll check the notes right now when we get back to it, see what else it has in there. But I'm very happy with this one, especially at $9, man. That I'm feeling like a killer deal right now. Like somebody call the cops because I feel like I just stole from them. I definitely should have gone with the 100 mil for 11. If they even have any more testers at $11 from FragranceNet, buy them. I suggest pick one up. This is gonna make me want to pick up the black bottle or purple bottle or whatever. Because now I'm curious to see what that one smells like. Because this one, totally worth the $10. All right, we'll get back to it. The next one is from the house of Sarah Jessica Parker. It's called NYC. So this is a celebrity fragrance, obviously, right? I like the box. I like the pattern. Got like zebra designs and flowers and look kind of trippy to me. I caught my attention. Also like the bottle itself. It kind of has the same vibe going. Here's the bottle itself. It's pretty cool. You could hold it from the top, no problem. I think you could even drop this and you'd be all right. You gotta twist it and then you pull it up. Huh. You could take the bottle out. I leave it in here though, me personally, but you can take it out. Pretty cool. I'm running out of space here. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, very fruity, sweet. Some type of I want to say strawberries and almost like a candy-like type of smell and strawberries. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting on the initial blast right now. Some strawberries, maybe some additional fruits, maybe a pear. Maybe a pear in there, strawberries, fruity, and a candy, hard candy type of vibe. This one's okay. It's a bit useful. It's a fun smell. It's I say somebody in their 20s and teens. It is something definitely you could wear everyday use, every day, or even just fresh out the shower. You know what this reminds me of? When girls hop off the shower, their hair's still wet and so forth, and they're changing, and sometimes they have that strong fruity smell because of the shampoos they wear, or maybe they put some hair mist on or whatever, and they smell kind of like this. Okay, the next fragrance is from the house of Lacoste. It's Lacoste L'Homme Intense. I've been hearing a lot of good things about this one. I usually I don't hop on the hype trains too much, but it piqued my interest and I like the bottle and the price was right. It's about $30 on InStock with tax and everything. I think it was like 33. 100 ml bottle. Here you go. I don't really buy Lacoste fragrances. I don't have any in my collection. Not because I dislike them, I just don't have any. I'll eventually get around to them. Very orangey on the top. The projection's pretty good right now, but most of them, on initial spray, they smell pretty strong. I'm getting something else with that orange now, but I like what it's doing. I like what it's doing. We'll get back to this one too. So far, none of them have been bad. None of them have been like a strikeout or a dud for me. For my personal taste, they've all been pretty good. But my favorite has been that Guess one. Right now, that's the number one. We'll see if we're getting to the last fragrance right now. Then I'll do a separate video for the next 5. There's another tested bottle from the house of Ferregamo, Salvador Ferregamo. It's a 3.4 bottle. I believe it was $10. So I had to hop on it at $10 for a 100 ml bottle. And Ferragamo, you know, it's a nice brand. It's all right. So for $10, I felt it was a killer deal. There's another women's fragrance, but I wanted to try it out, do a review. Also to add to the collection, I thought the bottle was interesting enough where I wanted it on my shelf. Look at this. Look at the letters on there. It's pretty cool. And it's kind of like twisty. And I mean, $10 just to finish off, round off, and get that free shipping. No, I think I already had qualified for the free shipping. I can't remember. But either way, $10, I was like, you know, I can't pass that up. That deal's too good. Oh, this one I like. I like this. This is good. It's fruity, but in a completely different way from that Sarah Jessica Parker one. Oh, yeah. I'm digging this one. I like this one a lot more than the other one. At least upon the opening. Man, this is good. And it feels like this is going to have some strength behind it. It's almost powdery, but it's not like a clean floral powder. It's powdery, but like a fruity smell, but a powdery texture. Might even be some berries. Maybe they're not fruits. Maybe they're berries. Didn't check the notes on this, but this one's good, man. Again, this is also a fun fragrance, kind of useful. It's not like mature or seductive, nothing like that. I mean, it can be sexy. It's attractive, but it's not like a mature sexy. It's fun, useful. I think it's mass appealing. I think both of the women's fragrances I got, I think they're both pretty mass appealing. Man, this smells good. I'm digging this one. Go back and briefly check each one. It's been about 5 minutes, maybe even 10. And I'm gonna see how they each settle down after a few minutes, see if there's been any changes. I'll let you know which one was my favorite, second favorite, and so forth. This one, the Cool Water Intense, it's very mediocre to me. It gets that sweet amber, it gets that coconut still there, but the coconut is not as pungent anymore, which I like. It got dialed back a little. I enjoy that. I don't like coconut when it's too strong. It's not my favorite note in general, but especially when it's too strong for me, it can get cloying and overly sweet. But here you get that amber, which is also sweet, but it's a different type of sweet, like more darker. And to me, coconut is a little more like tropical, but it's okay. I really don't think it's gonna change much from here, but we'll see. I have to give it a few full wearings, see how it develops and how it acts with my skin chemistry and so forth, the temperature, the weather, etc. Right now, very mediocre. Again, big drawback is because I'm not in love with coconut notes. Sometimes I like them, but the majority of the time they're a miss for me if they're like the main note. Here it's somewhere in between. Okay, now which one did I have over here? The seductive, Get Seductive. Yeah, this one's still real good. This one's still real good. This one's banging for me. It's not that much of a projector. It's projected decently at first. Right now, I can already feel it not as strong, and it's barely been 10 minutes. You can still smell it though, it's there. You know what I think you're getting with this cashmere note that was real prominent in the opening? Now that it's been about 10 minutes, I was getting some sweetness, and I think in the notes, I believe it said it has cardamom. So I think I'm getting the cardamom and the Cashmere woods, I think it says it has also. I kind of got that before I checked. I kind of got that Cashmere smell. At least how Cashmere smells in fragrances. Because I wear that Issey Miyake Super. It's called Issey Miyake Super. It's a blue bottle. Anyways, that one has that note. So I right away noticed it on this one. But this one has, I believe, more depth to it. It also has it has some sweetness, so it's that cardamom. Yeah, this one still right now is probably my favorite. It's a banger. Over here's that Lacoste. This one smells nice too. The Lacoste Intense might be my second favorite. It might be the Guess Seductive Blue. Lacoste Intense second. Cool Water Intense third at this moment. Now let's check out the two women fragrances, right? This was the Sarah Jessica Parker. I still get that strawberry. What else am I getting there? I think a yellow floral is what I'm getting with that strawberry. Side. I'll put this one over the Cool Water Intense as well. I like this one more. And then the third one, let me see what else I had here. 1, 2, 3. This was the Salvador Ferregamo. Man, I'm still really digging this one. This one's really good. Wow, I think that one's gonna fight with that Guess Seductive Blue Pour Homme for the top spot. I'm really digging those two. Those two are my two favorite. This one and the Ferragamo. These are the two on my top right now. I was checking right now on Fragrantica. It said this has orange, cherry, and like peach or something. So it has basically a fruit cocktail. You know when you get those little fruit cups, those cocktails, or tropical fruity drink at a bar or whatever, they throw some tequila or vodka in there, but it has, they throw cherries in there and it has like an orange and red tint to it. I get that. I get that fruity cocktail for sure, with a powdery type of texture. Man, it's nice. I'm really digging this one. And it I was checking the perfumer, and the perfumer on this is the same perfumer that makes Bulgari's Aqua Amaro, one of my favorite fragrances, at least at the moment, for the past 6 months or so. So yeah, that was kind of cool, worth mentioning, because I'm really loving this one as well. Yeah, it's gonna be between these two for the top spot, and then the Lacoste and this one, the Lacoste and the Sarah Jessica Parker. I'll probably edging this one over this one. Those two are probably fighting for first place. This one's for second or third. This one's probably fourth, and the Cool Water Intense. Right now, upon first impression, that one's probably dead last. So that's what we're at with those. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have tried any of these, let me know which one you tried, what you think about it. I'd be curious to know your opinion, and I will be dropping a review on this sometime in the next few months or so. Hopefully in the next 6 weeks. We'll see, because I may decide to start wearing other stuff and reviewing something else. But at least that's the initial plan right now. But yeah, so far none of them were bad. The closest to a strike was probably that Cool Water for me personally. So all right, guys, I'd like to thank you for taking some time out of your day to hear me talk about fragrances, and I'll check you guys out next time.